I gotta admit, being an Avatar fan right now is a tough thing to do if you're invested in the all-new content. Yes, the Netflix adaptation is right around the corner, and I'm actually quite cautiously optimistic for it. See more about that in this video here. But all the news about the new animated projects are disheartening, especially the new news I have for you today about the new Adult Aang movie. Stick around to the end of the video for a major update that you won't want to miss. Before we get into the bad, let's talk about some updates that aren't completely heartbreaking. Albert Kim, the showrunner of the Netflix adaptation of The Last Airbender, finally spoke up about the departure of the original creators from the show. The new showrunner, who had been hired well before the original creators left, was a fan turned creator. Initially a casual viewer, Kim's fascination with Avatar The Last Airbender grew as he watched with his daughter, leading him to appreciate the depth and epic scale of the storytelling. However, the project faced a significant shift when the original creators, Brian Konietzko and Michael DiMartino, left due to creative differences. Their departure after 2 years of involvement was a jolt to the fan community. Konietzko and DiMartino have since moved on to other Avatar projects under Avatar Studios, which is completely separate from the Netflix adaptation, which we'll get into a little bit later. This left Kim with the challenge of steering the Netflix series in a new direction on his own. What's interesting about this article is some of the information Mr. Kim gives us, like his early conversations with the creators, which involve trivial information like who were Aang's parents, to the bigger questions of how to adapt a beloved animated show into live action. Despite the initial apprehension after the creators left, Kim embraced the opportunity, recognizing the importance of Asian and indigenous cultural roots that make Avatar unique in the fantasy genre. He mentions how ubiquitous European fantasy is and enjoys the fact that he can delve into a fantasy world rooted in a different culture and setting. Under Kim's direction, the live-action Avatar aims to adapt the animated series into a serialized drama format. So what does that mean? Well, the original animated series unfolded through episodic adventures in its first seasons, evolving into a more connected narrative in later seasons like Book 2 and Book 3. By contrast, the upcoming live-action version is set to present the story in an 8-episode, hour-long drama format, focusing on key events from the start, to the point where the opening scene is going to be entirely different, which we already saw in the teaser is going to open with the Airbender genocide. Albert Kim also notes that this adaptation will closely follow certain elements of the original to the point of an exact one-to-one comparison, while other elements will be remixed, such as the expanded inclusion of the past lives, including Avatar Kyoshi and Avatar Karuk, among other changes. Now on to the not so great news. Thank you to the YouTube channel The Avatars for pointing this Reddit post and Baby Lion Turtle for finding the original source. The Numbers website, which tracks movie releases, has reported that the Avatar The Last Airbender movie, initially slated for release on October 10th, 2025, is now undated. Yes, you heard that right. The movie no longer has an official release date, meaning it's likely getting pushed back. This delay doesn't come as a huge surprise to me, if I'm being honest. With the recent joint writer and actor strike that ended not too long ago, it makes sense that the release of the movie would be pushed back. Those strikes lasted nearly half a year, so that means the movie would have to be pushed back around the same amount of time. My guess is that the new release date will be summer 2026 or spring 2026 at the earliest, though really it's probably coming out in summer 2026 at this point. The potential delay also distances the movie from James Cameron's Avatar movies, which would help dissuade any marketing confusion for general audiences who still don't quite understand the difference between Avatar and Avatar. But I want to hear from you all. What do you think about this news? Did you expect this, or is this coming as a complete shocker? Let me know in the comments below and check out this video on screen. I'll catch you on the next one, and as always, peace, love, and remember, be water, my friends.